all these words. These are words. So everyone's trying to fit a very complicated concepts into a very small box called conscious or alive. These don't fit in that way. So if you put your banana in a bag and put another fruit in with it, the fruit ripens faster because the banana breathes with it. That's how we don't understand most of those things. So you asked a big question.
You talk about the life. What about human life?
What about it?
Tell me what do you think? What do you think human life is?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. And when I say miracle, I can't explain it, and I make no attempt to explain it at the moment. We don't know how to think about it. And anyone, again, another one of the Feynman quotes when he was talking about quantum physics. He said, anyone, Jeffrey, who says they understand quantum physics and quantum mechanics and quantum behavior, you know they're lying.
Let's talk about it. That's post-Newtonian. Talk about what's the difference, who founded quantum mechanics, why is quantum mechanics taking Newtonian physics and taking it to the next level?
It forms a much broader category.
Let's go back to this desk. You used the thing of Newton using this desk. Why can't Newton's theory explain everything? Why did subatomic quantum mechanics or quantum physics have to come in to explain this?
So let's go right back to square one. Why is it called quantum physics? So quanta is a word that simply means packet, small amount. So it's quantized. So we recognized, when we recognized that this table appears, another very complicated word, solid to us, it's really made up of molecules or atoms. And atoms, we've given lots of names to what some of the behaviors. If you were in school, when you and I were in school in the 50s, the model was a little center thing in the middle, and electron went around.
There should be an achievement for this on the first take.
It was seen as a ball that went around and around. And as we start to look at, say, well, let's see what this ball looks like. I want to be able to examine that little thing called an electron. We found out there was nothing there. There wasn't the thing. It was simply a cloud of energy that we can call an electron. So we already started to see mysterious things as we go into very super small quantum physics. So quantum physics started to go into the very small, and at very small distances, we see things that we can't explain, just cannot explain. And to summarize,
let's go back to human life. When do you think human life starts?
it's not. So you see, this is the question. You're asking me to measure something again. It's the
It
disease.
can't be measured. You just hate making commitments.
That's why I'm not married.
I'm peeling this onion back a layer at a time. All your bullshit and happy target can't be measured like that, is that to say measure it's a commitment. You don't even like a commitment when you answer a question.
I don't
As
know.
they say in golf, commit to the shot.
I don't know what it means to be measured.
If you do know it needs to be measured, you're one of the leading currency traders, hedge fund guys, or stock market financial wizards. You're in the high priesthood of high finance. You certainly know how to measure. That's why you're a billionaire. Any other answer besides that is total and complete bullshit, and you know it.
I know very few things.
You know things can be measured. You measure every day. You weigh and measure every day. You weigh and measure people. You weigh and measure leaders. You weigh and measure economies. You weigh and measure politics.
It's a very good.
You weigh and measure. You weigh.
Hang on.
Your whole life, in fact, is measuring.
So what you've now done is a great thing. Is you've used the word measure, a mathematic term, in the common vernacular, and abused it. So I don't even recognize what it means. It's so abusive to my field.
Why? Let's go there. In mathematics, measure means what specifically?
There's no specific. It's an approximation, or giving something a number. Einstein
We're
said,
not asking you to go to the ninth decimal point.
You didn't say that before.
No, you're not going to the ninth.
I don't even. What if I say measure how tall are you? You'd say, okay, 6 foot.
6 feet.
But is it 6 foot 1 inch?
give or take, between 5'11" and 6 feet.
But what's that? But I want. So the question is, I want an
It's
accurate.
I got Zeno's paradox.
I don't even know what it means
Right.
to measure you. Am I measuring the top of your hair, the top of your skull, and the finer, the more.
You're being rabbinical. This is like.
I shaved my beard off. I used to be rabbinical.
No, my point is, isn't that going through the Torah where you're parsing every definition?
No, so,
however we broadly define measure, your life literally is about measurement, is it not?
it's about putting numbers on things so that I can try
But that's
my
measurement.
best. You can call it whatever you like. If
Well,
that
what do
makes you
ca-
feel
what-
better.
what did you
No,
know?
I
Because I'm
wanna
trying
make you
relate it back
happy.
to your scientific inquiry.
You know, even a number. People don't. A number is a complicated
When
thing.
did you come to this when did you come to this aha moment? Was when it was in your solitary confinement when the biggest financial crisis in world history was going on in your 7x9 jail cell with your metal bed and your two brushes because you were a trustee with the brown trustee spelled wrong? Is that the moment of clarity that you had about science and Newtonian physics and everything that we can measure is really not going to be the way we go forward? It's going to be much more esoteric, emotional intelligence thing. Was that your moment of clarity?
I wish it was, because it would make such a great story for this interview, but it's not. It's the fact that I lead such a privileged life to come across.
But when did you? If it didn't happen then, when did it? Or did it happen before?
I was
then?
going to hopefully
Yeah.
get to the.
Yeah.
I'm in a privileged position to have some of the world's smartest people come to my house and tell me what they think about different subjects. And I finally realized that the thing that they had most in common was there was this area, no matter how smart they were, that when I asked them the questions, they said they'd have to resort to a 500 or 1,000-year-old response to that question, which was, I don't know.
You know who else found that out? Socrates. That's what Socrates kept doing, right? Socrates kept asking all the experts. He would go through, question after question after question, and realize at the end they didn't really know. They really didn't basically understand what they were talking about.
And one of the things that people won't enjoy, it turns out that potentially one of the bad things to teach children is how to write. Writing, reading, and arithmetic was everyone's supposed to be taught. Writing forces you into a very narrow channel of thinking. You have to write in a certain form, in a certain way, in a certain linear pattern. So your thinking becomes somewhat narrow. The reason I brought up writing is one of the recent discoveries of mine with respect to Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. They never wrote anything. They spoke, and people around who could write wrote. Socrates could think. So that was.
Jesus of Nazareth was the same way, right? Never really.
I thought he was a carpenter.
Was a carpenter.
Didn't he need like a little carpenter? I won't get that.
But at least his written record.
Right.
One last thing.
Thank you for having me to your house. Vegetable juice.
Let's go back.
Look what vegetable juice does.
When did that? The beginning of that. Was there any?
I like how he uses Steve's name throughout the interview, even though it's like, I won't be mentioning this. They won't see me. Like, well, you Steve Bannon. Thanks for having me in
Something
your
new's
house.
got to be developed.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank
Is
you.
that because again, I'm privileged enough to have people around me who've given lots of philanthropic gifts to institutions of higher learning, and when I said the impact, how do you judge the impact?
This
of
guy always had a shitty life.
And we sat down and said, no really new ideas have come out, and I realized that of course it hasn't come out because we've been looking at using science and mathematics, and it's the wrong tool. It's obvious.
Institutions that are set up and try to put forward knowledge and understanding and truth, should they take your money?
Derek Bach at Harvard said, taking money for good causes is a good thing.
So if Hitler took all the gold out of the teeth of the Jews and said, I want to give this to Heidelberg University to fund the Leibniz chairs so that I can study high energy physics, Derek Bach would say that was fine?
Again, it's these questions are questions where good people on both sides, like your Charlottesville, could differ. I don't know the answer.
So tell us the two. Give us the two answers. The one answer why it shouldn't be, and then the one answer where Derek Bach says, I'll essentially take cash from anybody because I got so many projects, so many good guys, and this is the way I'll do it. So I'm indifferent.
Look, he has a horrible day
Money's money.
and his life goes
If I got
down.
good guys, I'm the producer. He says these are good people and this is good research. Okay, I'll take the cash from any source, including you. What's the other argument?
Let me give you that. I know in my case,
Is your money dirty money?
if you look,
I just asked a question. Is your money dirty money?
no, it's not. So in fact,
Why is it not dirty money?
because I earned it,
But you earned it.
I earned it legally.
We went back to this before. You earned
Yes.
it. You earned it advising the worst people in the world, right? that do enormous bad things, and just to make more money.
So, instead of asking me the question, should you take the money? Because I think it's a legitimate question.
You think it's a legitimate question?
Yes, no
Why?
question. Because I think ethics is always a complicated subject, but I can tell you that with the money I gave to help try to eradicate polio in Pakistan and India, instead of asking me whether that money should be given to these children for vaccines, I think you might want to ask their mothers who received the vaccine, who know their child now won't get polio, and ask them if Epstein should have helped these people.
If we walked in, you're a mathematician. You're a mathematician. We walked into that clinic where they're giving that money out to these people that are the most dire straits of poverty and sickness, and told them that the money was coming from a class 3 sexual predator.
Tier 1.
What's tier 1's the highest and worst?
No,
The lowest?
I'm the lowest.
You're the lowest. Okay, tier 1, you're the lowest. But a criminal.
Yes.
That the money came from. What percentage of people do you estimate? I understand you don't like probability. Do you estimate would say, I don't care, I want the money for my children?
I would say everyone said I want the money for my children.
Did they know where the money came from?
I think if you told them,
The
if I told them
100%. 100%.
the devil
Himself.
said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
It's a serious question.
Sorry.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I know. Why would you say that?
Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. You remember the devil. If
Is
somebody
the devil
knows
smart?
the devil's brilliant. You read Milton's Paradise Lost.
No, the devil scares me.
Satan is at the number 1 or 2 archangel, and the reason he goes to hell and leads the rebellion is because he can't be the top guy. And his thing is, I'd rather reign in hell than serve in heaven.
I saw that in a movie once called American Dharma. I don't remember who said it. Okay? You have to go.
That was good.
Yeah, he's getting in illegal trouble with the court now. Oh, but then he did that. Die. Good, 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 good. Thank you for dying. He died at 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Yeah. Holy shit. What a fucking side bet. Hey, we're going long. More bad things, more bad things. Yeah. Yeah. Along with this one. It would have been amazing. I would have had it. They shot my fucking goat. Oh! Oh! Let's fucking go. I got past the silver trophy. Oh. Let's fucking go. Silver trophy. Wonderful.